The chairman was satisfied with what he met on ground, had in his encounters some INEC national commissioners and top management staff. The encounter visit Ego, LGA, where the electoral office, Mr. Boma Bamson, conducted them around the office complex and showed them the non-sensitive materials ready for the election by deployment and utilization. Leadership of the People's Democratic Party in Imo State has inaugurated a 13-member committee to recounsel all members of the party under one umbrella. The move was initiated by the new leadership of the party, led by Austin Nwachukwu, who maintained that the aim of setting up the committee is to have a united, all-inclusive and formidable party in the state. Inaugurating the members of the committee at its state secretariat in Owerri, Nwachukwu said that the Imo PDP, under his word, has a mandate to ensure that the party remains the only hope and best alternative that will enthrone good governance in the state by bringing it back to the people. The state chairman of the party urged the Reconciliation Committee to ensure that every aggrieved member of the party is pacified and reintroduced into the mainstream as the equal tasked them with winning more people into the PDP fold. The chairman of the committee, Ben Doro, in his acceptance speech, assured the party leadership that his committee would deliver on the mandate given to them. He said that the Imo PDP is a big and indivisible platform engaged to the people of the state, noting that in such a large family as the PDP, members are bound to disagree over certain issues, but will, after everything, remain committed to the family. Anambra State government, through the State Ministry of Women's Affairs and Social Welfare, has ordered a probe into the case of alleged murder of one Ogechukwu Okafor, who was allegedly killed by her husband Elijah. ATN gathered that the incident happened on August 18, 2024, but was reported to the ministry by the deceased family following suspicious moves from the husband. This was disclosed in a press statement issued on Wednesday by the media heads to the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Chidinma Ikenyohu. Accordingly to Chidinma Ikenyohu, the culprit, who is said to be the pastor, committed the alleged incident in Inimo community in Njokuka local government area of the state. Seeking for justice as the Office of the Commissioner for Women Affairs, the uncle of the deceased, Mr. Onoara, noted that they discovered that their daughter did not fall as claimed by the husband, but rather killed with a knife stuck on her neck and chest by Elijah. Responding to the development, the Commissioner, Ifi Obienbo, called on all stakeholders, women group, human rights activists and social media users to support the state government in ensuring that the deceased gets justice. Obienbo vowed that the state government will probe that incident while urging everyone to lend their voice on the matter. Unspecified number of persons are currently feared death as a speeding vehicle lost control and rammed into Oye Ago Market in Agbanga, Ajikoka local government area of Anambra State. Details of the crash are still not available, but sources said were damaged and many people have also lost their lives. A video of the incident, which is currently on social media, showed the crashed Sienna vehicles and some of the traders who were believed to have been crushed to death. The market usually has traders selling food items by the roadside. The trending video also showed damaged tomatoes and other food items. President General of Agbagana Community, Engineer Ben Okongu, confirmed the incident, saying at least 3 people lost their lives. He said the crash was because of loss of control by the driver. Spokesperson of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Anambra State Command, ROC, Margaret Onabe, said she was not aware of the incident. Reactions have trailed the sudden increase in the sales and consumptions of dead animals and livestock in the country. Speaking on Atlantic Television Network program Society Watch, a development advocate Isaac Botti frowned at the vendors, including poultry owners, who sell dead and unhealthy animals for consumption. Botti also said the consumption of critically infected animals can affect human health and detrimental diseases and other ailments.
Young animals that died under mysterious circumstances. The concern that most of the zoonotic diseases that affect animals, maybe birds, the likes, have capacity to create severe health crisis or danger on humans who consume such animals. So it is totally wrong.
This is coming as Enugu State government warned butchers and poultry farmers to stop selling animals and chickens that died under mysterious circumstances. The warning issued by the Commissioner of Health and Agriculture follows and public complaints about meeting animals with diseases. 19-year-old woman Fatimo Agboke has been accused of fatally stabbing her neighbor's son Farouk Azi during a confrontation in the Ijagun area of Lagos State. It learns that the incident occurred around 9:20 p.m. on September 9, 2024. The State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Onduhin confirmed this to newsmen on Wednesday. Onduhin stated that a 19-year-old suspect reportedly got into incident circumstances. Ogun government Dapo Obiodun has promised that the state will be first in the implementation of the new 70,000 naira minimum wage. Obiodun, who stated this during a meeting with the leadership of the organized labor held at the governor's office, Okemosen Abiyokuta, noted that his administration is already working towards the implementation. ATN reported that after long deliberations, the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress signed a new minimum wage agreement of 70,000 naira with the federal government on 18 July. Obiodun, while acknowledging the impact of the workers in the rapid economic growth and states, said Ogun would not take second place in the implementation of the new minimum wage. Obiodun stated that the meeting was part of effort to engage stakeholders involved in the movement of people to find solutions to the current situation caused by the fuel subsidy removal. The governor added that as a responsible government, his administration has put several measures in place to cushion the effects on the people. Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria in Kogi State has asked Governor Usman Ododo to recruit health workers into various hospitals and primary health care centers in the state, decrying the acute shortage of manpower in the health sector. The union's chairman, Gabriel Amiri, made the call at the 8th Quadrangle State Delegate Conference, noting that the shortage of the manpower across the 21 local government area of the state. Amiri itemized some of the demands of the medical workers to the government of Kogi State, saying the Kogi State government should harmonize the health workers' salaries, as there are a lot of disparities in the salaries of the state health workers. Amari, who also lamented on the present challenges medical workers are facing in the country, in solidarity with his colleagues, Union Congress TUC chairman in Kogi State, Hamad Tajini, maintained that the associations will continue to engage in dialogue to press home the demand of workers in the state. Governor of Kebbi State, Nasir Idris, has commiserated with the family of Borno State counterpart Babagana Zulum and the people of the state over the devastating flood that caused unimaginable havoc in the state. In a sympathy message to Zulum, Idris described the incident that cut across Borno State as highly devastating and unprecedented in recent years. In a message which was signed and made available by the Special Advisor on Communication and Strategy, Abdullahi Zuru, on Sunday, has consoled the governor to remain faithful and consider it an unavoidably act of God. The governor added that although they in Kogi have experienced similar unfortunate incidents, we share your grief and we are deeply pained by the natural disaster. The governor also recommended the constitution of the high-powered committee of experts by the government of the state prone to fraud that will collaborate with relevant federal government agencies and come up with a lasting solution to the annual disaster. Benue State Emergency Management Agency has raised concern over case of bite in the internally displaced persons camp, lamenting that the agency recently recorded 16 cases in the camp within a space of 2 weeks. Executive Secretary of the agency, Sir James Irokbu, who expressed the worries Wednesday while flagging off the distribution of the relief materials to 14 IDP camps in the state, explained that the cases were recorded in Daudu 1 and 2 camp in Goma local government area and Ichawa camp in Makodi LGA. He lamented that the agency bears providing health support for the IDPs, particularly the cases of snake bites, and appealed for support from partners. He said in a recent month, Benue Sema has faced the tragic challenge of snake bites among IDP populations. The executive secretary also disclosed the plan of the agency to commence IDP farm in the state to enable the persons of concern to engage in farming activities to support themselves, adding that they have successfully treated over 16 cases across various camps. Thanks to the swift action of the health team and the support from our partners, he commended Governor Hussein Alia for donating a tractor to ensure the success of the project. According to him, the farm projects that will be located in Kwande Logo and Were West LGAs are not just about food production. They represent hope, empowerment, and self-reliance for our displaced communities. Nigeria Immigration Service has unveiled its plan to establish 3 additional e-borders in Jigawa State. NIS Assistant Comptroller General Haladu Hosman disclosed this during a courtesy visit to Governor Umar Namadi. He said the proposed e-borders stations will be located in Kunsa, Danwaki, and Galadi, saying that the aim is to monitor and control the movement of criminal elements and smuggling across the borders. He commended the state government for its support of the service in the discharge of its responsibilities. Governor Namadi, on his part, assured his administration's continued support in the discharge of his responsibilities. He said the e-border project is an innovative solution to modern security challenges. Flood disaster has served the road connecting Saminaka town to 5 agrarian communities, including Majiri in Lere local government area of Kaduna State. The collapse of the bridge on the outskirts of the Saminaka has isolated these communities from local government headquarters. Governor Obasani has assured that his administration will take immediate action to address the plight of the affected communities. Speaking through his chief of staff, Malam Leman Sanikalia, who led the flood impact assessment committee to Lere LGA, the governor emphasized his commitment to developing the rural community economy. Malam Sani Kela promised that in addition to reconstructing the damaged road and bridge, relief materials would be provided to the affected communities. Lere local government Chairman Honorable Matthew Bulus Bambo expressed gratitude to Governor Obasani for setting up a high-powered committee to address the issues. He noted that the collapse of the bridge has crippled economic activity in the affected areas, emphasizing the importance of prompt action. The committee also visited other flood-affected locations within the local government, including Wawan Rafi village, where another bridge collapsed, as well as Nasarawa and Ongwan Shuru area of Samiraka Township. Zamfara State's chapter of the Province has reacted to the allegation by the People's Democratic Party that Minister of State Defense Bello Mohammed Metawel called the state government to negotiate with bandits. In a statement issued by the State Publicity Secretary Malam Yusuf Idris Gushu, the APC described the allegation as baseless. The statement noted that the Zamfara State PDP-led government under Governor Dawood Lawal has continued to blame the immediate past APC government for its inability to meet campaign promises made to the people over 1 year in the administration. The statement said the Dawood campaign trend has used insecurity against Metawel's leadership, promising to eliminate banditry and other security challenges facing the state within its 5 months in office, but having failed, it has begun return against the APC, saying it is a reason why the PDP cannot defeat the bandit. The statement said a memo that allegedly emanated from the state government and signed by the secretary to the state government SSG Abubakar Nkawada, requesting Governor Lawal's approval to settle some identified bandits and a journalist costing over 1 billion naira, which went viral recently, was pitched against the APC, in which even if such documents came from outside the government, the statement further stated that the government should desist from politicizing the security issues as he did during the campaign period, noting that now it's time for action and not propaganda or appointing blames just to cover his faults when the innocent electoral remains helpless. Academic Staff Union of Universities Gombe State University has declared an indefinite strike following the failure of the state government to meet the demands. The demands itemized by the union include non-implementations of 2021 Memorandum of Actions, increased funding for the university, non-payment of accumulated ends academic allowances, non-institutionalization of training for sponsorship of academic staff for higher degrees, and inadequate funding, non-implementations of the contents of 2021 MOS, and refund of implement current salaries table for academics in Nigerian universities. Jauro stated that the union has sought for amicable resolution of the issues by requesting the intervention of eminent personalities in the state with no tangible outcome. The referral of the government to honor those intervention left the union with no opinion than the resolution to embark on the total, comprehensive and indefinite strike action to press home its demands. You are watching the transition on Atlantic Television Network. We return after this break. Welcome back. This is Transition on Atlantic Television Network, and now the rest of our stories. President of Senate Godswill Obot Akpabio has commiserated with the government and people of Borno and Bauchi State over flood that the advisor on media and publicity Eseme Eyibo in Abuja sympathized with the victims and government of both states. He said the Senate stands ready to support the Borno and Bauchi state government and the federal government in providing necessary assistance to alleviate the suffering of the affected people. Days ago, many residents were sacked from their residence following the catastrophic impact of flood which ravaged serious areas of Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State. The flooding, which commenced a week ago, reached its most critical points during the early hour of Tuesday. In Bauchi State, the government has confirmed a total date of toil of 24, with many homes destroyed, 300 farmlands swept away, leaving residents homeless. National Senior Secondary School Commission said a total of 50 selected senior secondary schools will undergo infrastructural upgrades nationwide as part of its mandate as an intervention agency. The executive secretary of the commission, Dr. Iyala Ajayi, made this known during a groundbreaking ceremony for one of the 50 selected secondary schools in Cotton Cafe, Kogi State. Speaking during the ceremony, Iyala noted that needs assessment was conducted across the various selected schools. He further noted that the rehabilitation of the schools followed the mandates given by the President. Bola Tinubu. Iyale noted that the upgrade of the 50 schools in the first phase will cost 47.5 billion naira. ATN learns that the needs assessment in a sympathetic process for the determining the addressing needs or gaps between current conditions and desired conditions. Once, ATN reports that NSSEC was established in 2001 under the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari, which with its mandates covering senior secondary schools across the country. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, D.D. Wilson Jack, has announced the establishment of war rooms to serve as critical hub for managing and monitoring the implementation of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plans 2021-2025, which, according to her, will lead civil service reform. Wilson Jack said the war room will be dedicated to addressing each of the 6 pillars and crucial enabler of the reform plans, intending to tackle the specific challenges associated with each pillar. She disclosed this at the recently concluded retreat with federal permanent secretaries in Zuba, Niger State. According to the statement released by the Eno Olotu, Director of Praise of the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, on Wednesday, Jack explained that the war room, which will be led by the permanent secretaries, will involve all key stakeholders to ensure swift and coordinated action. She added that goals is set to win those wars and bring the reforms to a successful conclusion for the benefit of both the federal civil service and the Nigerian public. The permanent secretary carrier Management Office of the OHCHF, Fatima Mohammed, in her welcome remarks, described the retreat as a collective commitment to transforming the Nigerian public service into one defined by efficiency, innovation, and the bill in sum of 10 million each and one shorty in like sum. Justice Emeka Witi admitted them to bill which delivering a ruling on their bill applications. Among others, the protesters are to produce one shorty each in same amount, while the shorties must be resident in Abuja. Justice Waiti, while rejecting the objections of the Inspector General of Police against the bill, requests orders and defendants not to participate in any other public rally throughout their trials, pending the perfections of their respective bail condition. The judge ordered that they will be remanded in prison custody. Meanwhile, September 27 has been fixed for the commencement of their trials. The accused persons were said to have committed the treasonable offense during their one-week nationwide protest when they allegedly levied war against Nigeria. Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X Atlantic TV Net. You can also watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Remember that peace and unity